This is Sanja.
Yo, check it out. It's my girl Sanja.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, what up, Sanja?
Welcome to another episode of Random Ish with Sanja. How you doing? I'm good. Oh my goodness, we are coming out. Yes. We are making our way out of the quarantine. It's Memorial Weekend. I would just like to say some of y'all are crazy AF. That's like, I don't even... The pictures that I've seen of people, it's crazy because this is a weekend that is full of parties, right? And people remembering the veterans, because it goes like that. People are partying, and then there's people that are remembering what Memorial Day is about. And we are used to seeing people gathering in crowds, but we're in such a new place now that we're like, oh my God, I can't believe these people are gathering. And, you know, you see some of the pictures. I saw one shared by Questlove where it was people, I think it was in Missouri. They were in the having a pool party. And the comments, you know, sometimes it's just funny to read the comments that people leave on people's pictures and such. But it really struck me that we are now in this place where we're like, oh my God, I can't believe these large people are gathering. And rightly so. But it's a new normal, right? New freaking normal. New York is still, I believe, largely on shutdown, and believe that we are as well. Beaches are open. There's some places open, but it is interesting. I really did not expect to see as many people out and gathering. Shocked by it. There was an article written by Slate magazine, and they asked 6,000 people, you know, what they were comfortable doing. And largely it was split in half. However, they did see that there was a slight trend with Republicans versus Democrats, also a slight trend with men versus women, that more were likely to say yes. There were quite a few, I think it was 37% said no, they would not return to their office if the offices began to open. 43% said yes, that they would. And I think 24% said that they didn't know. You'll have to do the math on that because I suck at math and I'm going off of memory from this article. And it struck me as interesting because there is a new normal. A lot of people are making the argument that, dude, a lot of office spaces could go empty because they're seeing that people could do their jobs from home. Although I'm sure people would love to get out of the house, right? They would probably enjoy working from home a lot more if their kids were not there. Mommy, 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 or daddy, 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 daddy. Not that we don't enjoy our kids. We do. But you do have to entertain the little ones. Like the bigger ones, you know, they entertain themselves. But you know that age that I'm talking about, that they're super, super cute and you got to like watch them like TV. Yeah. But I digress. I think that it's going to be interesting to see who does what. Now, me personally, I am not with it. I'm not like, I'm good. I'm so freaking good. I've been thinking about how this quote unquote reopening is happening so quickly. And I just personally am like, but everybody else took 3 months to reopen. And we're just like, okay, okay. You know, the conspiracy theories are rampant. This is, of course, you know, our First Amendment at work. It's just amazing. Anything could get turned into a conspiracy. And I'm a conspiracy theory thinking person every once in a while as well. I'm like, ooh, look at that, you know? But not with everything. I'm not like everything's a hoax. I don't believe that this is a hoax. That's just, I know people who were affected. So like people in my circle had family members who were affected. And so it is a real thing that is happening. And I just think that it's very interesting that we're like, yeah, fuck that. We're done with this shit. We're going back to regular life. What? Yeah, I don't know. There's some things in life I'm totally down. I'm going in, you know, I'm diving all in with it. But there's certain things in life such as this that I'm just like, yeah, no. Yeah, that's a yeah, no. Exactly. So I don't really want to get stuck in all of that. You know, I do want to talk about us getting back to, because we don't want to sit in the house for the rest of our lives. Like, we're not trying to do that. We do eventually have to get out and get to have new awarenesses, so to speak, right? But what I'm tripping on is that I'm like, ooh, 2020 is going to be my year. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to be dating. I'm going to be doing my thing. That's what I was screaming. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who were. And I'm just like, how the fuck are we supposed to date now? Like, how are you supposed to go out on dates with somebody now? How you gonna have a first kiss now? Like, are we kissing with the mask on now? Like, will it be elbow rubs and shit? Ooh, baby. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. You're turning me on. Ooh, yeah. Rub my elbow. Ooh, yeah. Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? How are we going to do this? It's going to be interesting. I mean, I see that Match.com, they already started doing the video dating right on their app that you could do. I know that the strippers already went online. They took their shit online, right? What is it? The True Fans or whatever. And then the Demon Time, which at first I was like, oh my God, what the hell? What the hell is Demon Time? It sounded like an old person. And saw the hashtag. I was like, what the fuck? Right. And then looked and saw what it was. And I was just like, yo, I don't even know how I feel about it. So y'all okay with calling yourselves demons? All right, whatever. You know, what I'm saying is people are finding different ways to do what they do. Right. But seriously, how are you going to date? You're going to be going through series of, how are we going to date? Like, what are the tests going to be? You going to make the person go get a test? Or and just when I was saying, okay, now I might go get myself on a little dating app or something. I mean, I got a few people, you know, we got some prospects, but the prospects, and you got to let things, I feel like you got to let things marinate, right? And if you got to let things marinate, then even though it's marinating, you should still be looking, because you're letting things marinate. You don't know how things are going to go. Never put your eggs all in one basket. I'm just saying. Right? Right. Okay. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Unless a person, I'm just saying, ladies, don't put your eggs in one basket unless a person shows you a really lovely basket and is like, Mama, I want you to put your eggs in my basket. That is the only time. Okay? You don't tell him you want to put your eggs in his basket. You let him tell you that he wants you to put your eggs in his basket. All right. Okay, that was my little for you right there, because that's what I'm doing. Yeah. There is so much going on right now. What? Like, seriously. It's ladies' times right now. Like, ladies are like we're taking over, just doing the most we do. It's the year, it's the decade of the woman, right? So although I was thinking to myself that maybe with the Rona, right, with the way everything's going on right now, maybe the Rona is going to actually cause dating to become a real thing. You remember previously I've talked about dating because, you know, yeah, you're dating. And then there was this whole, like, I had a date, was going out with somebody, made plans with them, and then the whole, like, what expectations were came into play, and I was like, I thought we was just hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. And it turned into a whole nother thing. So I was like, do I not understand what dating is? You know? Yeah, I mean, I've gone on several other dates, and this whole conversation never even happened. I don't understand what's happening here. So I'm just thinking, maybe now with the Rona, what will happen is people will have to actually do dating. Like, there will have to actually be some, like, you know, can we get to know each other a little bit? Like, let's talk on the phone for a little bit or whatever. Like, let's meet up. Let's go on several dates. Several, not the typical 3 or 5. I don't know how you ladies work. I know some of, you know, 3, 5. I mean, hell, we've all had that one. And no judgment, girl. If you feeling it, you feeling it. You feeling it, you feeling it. But I'm just saying, right? Most of us, there's like time period that way. And this now is just going to kind of force everybody to do it. Not really. Probably not. I'm talking shit, but probably not. Because I literally just heard some stories literally the other day of debauchery. And I was just like, really? so fast. Well, I guess when you've been sitting on it for 2 months, for those who have been in the house and have didn't actually go outside, I guess when you you just roaring to get out. Oh my God. Speaking of roaring to get out. So I just shared this video. I don't know. Have you seen it yet? Of the way that people are acting, of the animals that are escaping their cages. The birds escaping the cages, the dogs, this little dog, big ass husky dog got through like a little 6x6 freaking, hole in the baby gate, and this thing scooted its way all the way through. You should see me trying to show you how it scooted its way through, you can see me, but it just scooted its way all the way through the damn baby gate to get out. Hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I did share it on, I think, my Instagram. Oh, it's on the stories. Maybe I'll share it on one of my posts too, because hilarious. Of the pictures that I've seen of people being out over this weekend, that's exactly what it looks like. That everybody was like, I just need to socialize. But if you look at this article, according to Slate, it seems like largely amounts of people are kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then there's a lot of people who are like, yo, I got to pay rent. I got to do what the fuck I got to do. So I got to get back to work, and it is what it is, Everybody, we are of course here in America, and everybody does have the freedom and the right to choose whether you're going to continue to stay at home, and go out just a little bit, or whether you're going to, hey, get out in full force. I've heard many stories. Everybody was like, nah, the mall's open. So many people are at the mall and just, and listen, I'm not about living in fear. I'm really not about that. And I'm about living in light and love and stuff like that. All of that good stuff. I think that we've all been affected by this. No matter who you are and no matter what you believe, everybody has been, touched by this whole global situation going on. And you know what? What just came to me is that this is the time for us to take the faith that we've been working on in the house and manifest beauty. Literally, this is what manifest beauty is all about. Really. It's about tuning in to source and having faith and moving through chaos with your mind in alignment. That's literally what manifest beauty is, because when you do that, then you create beauty in the world. You are just a lovely thing to behold, and there's so many people out there manifesting beauty. I just wanted to coin a term to it. I just really want to hear people saying that's what we're doing, because it came to me. It's not like it's mine, None of anything that we do, any of us, is ours. We're tuning into the great brain. But I'm getting ready to start talking about a whole nother subject. So I'll bring it back to us opening up and coming into the real world, again, coming out of our caves, going back into the real world. But I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see the way that everybody handles this. I definitely am not. What's funny is that I was one of those people who's like, as soon as the club's open, I'm going to be shaking my ass. And after time has gone on and all of the things that have happened, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to be waiting to shake I'm going to shake my ass all over the place. I'm going to be shaking my ass everywhere but the club. Because, I do think it might be necessary to wait until the end of the year before we start, I feel like if we had a whole bunch of light workers, but again, you can't, because nobody can be inside another person's brain to actually know what they're thinking and feeling. Only that person does. So it's a very, I really believe this is also a battle of faith. That's what this is. Do you have faith? But I don't think that having faith means that you're we're going to gather in large numbers. We're going to go to pool parties. We're going to do this. And we're going to, 500 people, hanging out. I'm not sure that that's what, I'm not sure that that's necessarily a sign of faith doing that. I think that moving forward and us reopening and, taking precautions. Now, if I seen 500 people that had masks on, then I would be like, hell yeah, then, And I think that maybe everybody feels that way. If people were out and they had masks on or something like that, they were taking some kind of precaution, then, nobody would feel any kind of way. I'm hoping that the pictures that are circulating, I'm really hoping that they're just old. Because, honey, you can't beat the internet, So it's hard to know what's what, because like we all know about the technology today. So it's hard to know what's what when we see pictures and a video and of stuff. Is that people that are actually doing this right now, or is it, old footage? But I will say this. We went to the beach to go take a walk. Chanel and I went to go take a beach walk. Oh my God, can I talk? Went to go take a walk on the beach, and we actually had to leave because there was too many people there. It was just like, wait, I'm sorry, what? And I think it was like the 20th. I'm all about us getting out there and reopening. And I'm all about, I wear my little mask inside the store when I'm walking around down the street. I'm not wearing my mask because I'm breathing the fresh air. I do just think that if we're going to have gatherings and things of that nature, that, wearing a mask right now, it's still, because it's only been 2 months, but we only shut down since March. Is April 17th, May 17th. It's only been 2 months. So I just think that you do you, boo. I'ma do me. I'ma take precautions and just chill the fuck out, slow down, and come out as I see fit. Definitely want to enjoy some of the sunshine. I ate a little hot dog today. That was nice. Made a little fried hot dog. Didn't get to barbecue. I do need some barbecue in my life. But I definitely think that we need to exercise and show that we're humans. And please, can we stop showing the world that we're fucking assholes? It's just crazy to me because I love our country and I think that we are dope and we are awesome. But at the same time, it's just we have the most cases but couldn't sit down for 3 months. It's just kind of so blessed be and light to all of those. Again, I've been learning during this time. I've been taking seminars. I've been, I got the audio book for the Manifest Beauty done, turned that into Audible. Apparently a lot of authors were doing the same thing, putting their book into Audible form because they're like, it's going to take us 30 days. There's a lot of books coming in right now. So got that done, got a couple other things done, rearranged the house. I've been enjoying, this time and really reflecting and also noticing some things and some patterns within myself, because sometimes you got to take a little look back, right? And realize some things. My life, and I hope, oh my God, my life is not perfect at all. Holy shit. But I'm just really not into dwelling on these things because it doesn't exactly help. It helps more to focus on the solutions. Now, when I'm in the privacy with myself and there's a problem right now, oh Lord have mercy, that is giving me the inspiration for the next podcast. There's always things going on, but I just am kind of like a person that we deal with the problem and then we are aware of the problem, but we don't dwell on the problem. I feel like you always get you give yourself a day, maybe two, to dwell on it, and then try to get over it. Now things keep coming back in my mind. I don't know about you, and if that happens to you, but it happens in my fucking ass. I'd be thinking something, and I'm I'm not thinking about that shit, and for the most part, it'll leave it alone, but then maybe it will come up. And I always feel when those situations keep coming back up in my heart, it's because it's actually important to me and that there's something I need to deal with, So for me, during this quarantine time, a couple of things came up, some patterns, and a lot of it has to do with loving yourself. I don't know if you deal with those types of issues, but I know I do, especially, in today's time period, everybody's screaming that they love themselves. But here's my thing is I'm just kind of but everybody, well, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that look alike, and you're saying that you love yourself and all of that good stuff, but everybody's kind of morphing into each other. So if we're kind of all looking alike, then where's the individuality? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to, I'm not into being so individual that you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, I like, like fashion, for example, like I like fashion. But it's always like, it becomes how crazy can it get? You know what I mean? Or, that was not a great example. But actually, no, wait, let me further elaborate. So say, for example, you see something on the runway and it's really, really cute, right? But then what happens is then everybody fucking copies that look. Like, so then like everything is like made to be like the look that was on the runway. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, I like the look that was on the runway, but then I like it when somebody like makes it like a little bit different, but it's still like the look on the runway, but it's not exactly like the look on the runway. You feel me? No, that actually was a really good example. Because when I go shopping for stuff, like I like stuff, but then like I'll really like, but I'll be like, oh my God, everybody's going to be wearing this, so now I don't want to fucking wear that shit, And of course, like, I know that not everybody's wearing it. Like, duh, there's too many people. And now with everybody turning into fashion designers, like really everybody's is able to be different. But then I'm like, but then the different becomes like a thing, right? Then the being different becomes a trend. And so then now you're actually not being different. This is just the way I be thinking. Now you're actually not being different, but you guys are actually being the same. So you're still conforming, but now you're conforming to like the non-conformity. So now you think that you're not conforming, but all of the people who are non-conforming all fucking look alike, like, right? Tattoos, piercings, right? Colored hair, like it's still a badge. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I just think it's interesting how we're morphing into each other. And we're all one anyway. Honey, I'm telling you, Cindy, this is going to get me into another conversation that myself and the radio station owners like, but so since that is true, because we're, but is that true because we are all the same any fucking way? Like there is no you and me. It's just us. You know what I'm saying? There's really no separation. It looks like we're all separate individuals. It looks like we're different people, but really, since it's all the same energy and it's all the same thing that's providing life to everything, then we're technically all one. And if we're technically all one, then yeah. Okay. Come down the rabbit hole. Come on. It's nice down here. I was just saying, speaking of rabbit holes, did you guys hear, like, what was it, Jared Leto? Like, he was in the rabbit hole. Yeah. So, like, he came out of some kind of 2-week or 2-month meditation shit. Like, he was off, oming down the rabbit hole in his brain, in the universe, doing this thing, and had been, like, no communication with nobody, and came out and was like, wait, what? There's a global pandemic? What the fuck is going on? Yeah. Come down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Anyway. But I'm just saying, individuality. But at the same time, like I said, there's so many people, of course you're going to be like somebody else. I was thinking about that earlier too. It's like when you're growing up and stuff, even though we are unique and we are like the fingerprint, we're really not. So it's like you think you're special, but you're really not special. You're just average, and then people compete and you get the millions, and that's why the accolades and everything, because you're like, motherfucker, I'm special. Right? Baby, we all special. Baby. Mama coming out. Baby, we all special. Honey, you special because you here. And even if you didn't make it here, you still special, honey. Mm-hmm. All a part of the plan. Anyway, it's late, and as I'm getting delirious. Woohoo! Speaking of late, I tied one on the other day. I haven't done that in so long. I think I stayed up till like 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. Yeah. I know. Apparently that's a regular thing for a lot of people. I'm realizing, like, a lot of people that I did not know are night owls the way that they are. Are like, no, Sandra, I'm going to sleep at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, but you ain't doing nothing but sitting in the house. Like, what the? Really? Like, what are you doing? You must have an interesting house. That's the way I feel. You must got a lot of cool shit in your house. You must really be, man, I need to come over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I like my little space and everything, but I'm like, shit. I'm surprised I'm still up right now. It's 9:45. Yeah, I'm starting to tie it down. Although, does this happen to anybody else when you stay up crazy late for a night, right? Then the next night, your body tries to stay up again that late? Is that just me? Yeah. Because that's what happened last night. My body, I stayed up till like 2 and then woke up at like 7:30 today. Had a crazy as fuck day. That's all I'm going to say about that, right? Because shit's still up in the air. So had a crazy fucking day today. And I was just like, I don't even know that I should tape. But I already taped this episode. Taped. I know. Every time I say that, my daughter fucking laughs at me. She's like, you say taped? And I'm like, yeah, you're showing that you're old. Well, yeah, whatever. But I recorded this episode already. But there was like static in it and and then by the time I was able to get to it, because my days have been crazy, I'm like, it sounds kind of dated because I was talking about like, can we stagger open, and I'm like, bitch, they already open. See, this is what happens. But what are you going to do? I think everything happens for a reason, right? Because now I saw the pictures of people actually being outside because I was like, they should not reopen yet. And then I realized, okay, maybe let's not come out with the stance of that because that's resisting. Let's take a different approach. So I waited a few days, see what happens. And I am surprised at how many people have been out. So, thanks for giving us something to talk about because I'm sure everybody going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to be talking about how, what is going on? And just making the late night show jokes. I mean, great. Seeing people doing that from home. That's been, it's been an interesting quarantine, I think, but you do you, boo. And I mean, I'm going to take my time. I don't know about you. I'm going to take my little sweet time getting out there, see how everything goes. Like I said, bitch, I ain't getting in the first 2 or 3 generations of the autonomous cars or the flying car. I'm going to let them, I'm not even going to say you, because see, you listening. And I love you for listening. And I'm figuring, since you're listening, you're probably intelligent. Yeah, I said that. And you probably just like me are like, bitch, I ain't fucking going outside. Like, bitch, I ain't going to shake my ass. I thought I was going to go shake my ass real quick the first week that the bar's open. And now I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing that shit. I'm going to be shaking my ass at home. Like, maybe bring a few friends over. Like, I'm down with that. I personally am down with like having gatherings, like small parties and gatherings like we did in the 90s. Honey, I'm going to be making I'm going to be making so many 90s references. It's just going to be because everything it does seem to be like we're going back to the 90s. And kids are outside playing. I mean, I'm just saying, kids are outside playing. I saw kids riding bikes, having a good time. You feel me? I saw hopscotch. I saw chalk on the motherfucking ground. You've been seeing on me on Instagram? I've been putting the damn shit on Instagram. Because I'm like, when the hell was the last time I saw chalk on the ground? People hopscotching, playing little games. Next, all I need to see is MASH. If I see MASH on the damn sidewalk, I'm gonna have to go find those kids and be like, yo, you the shit. Is MASH still being played? You the motherfucking shit. I'm just saying. Back to the 90s. That's right. I see neighbors are outside talking to each other and shit. You don't see that shit? Like, so I'm looking for the silver lining. We're looking to manifest beauty with this situation because there have been people who have lost their lives and this shit cannot be in vain. Like, we got to learn something from this. And you feel me? That's the way I feel about it. Right? Like, we have to learn something from this so it's not in vain. And with that being said, I feel like I'd have manifested some beauty myself. You enjoy yourself tonight. Okay, I'm gonna go take my ass to bed. Yeah, probably not.
This is Sanja.
Yo, check it out. It's my girl Sanja.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, what up, Sanja?
Hey there. So listen, I am so excited because my little baby is growing and I am just like, I'm feeling like a proud little parent over here. I'm talking about manifest beauty. It's been a phrase that I've been saying for quite some time. And whenever I would tell people that's a company name, they'd be like, what? But now when I say manifest beauty, people kind of understand. We're not talking about beauty aesthetics, but we're talking about when you take your life and you create beauty in the world, regardless of what has happened to you. There are some things I've picked up on, some patterns, some energies, some coincidences, timing, synchronicities, all of that good stuff that I noticed over the course of my life and would always talk about it with people and they'd be like, girl, you should put it in a book. Well, I did. So it's Manifest Beauty. Go online, check it out. If you're into consciousness, if you're into creation, if you're into manifesting, I got some real good gems in there for you so that you can show yourself that you are the bomb and that you are connected to source. So go online. It's on Walmart.com, Amazon.com, and a few other places that sell books as well. Manifest Beauty. Written by me, Sanja Denise.